Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood potato witch. Welcome to the show. It's that time of year again. The time where we look at our calendars and go, holy crap, it's the end of the year already? Time to see what games are coming out next year. Come on, you know you all do that too. So I decided to take a little look at the games I'm most excited for in 2023. Of course, I'd also love to know which games you're all excited for, so once you're done watching this, let me know down in the comments or over on Twitter. And now, on with the hype! First off, you just know I'm excited for the re-releases of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden. Persona 3 remains one of my absolute favorite games of all time, and I am extremely excited to be able to play it on my PS4. Even if I prefer Persona 3 Fest to get that re-release treatment, I am happy enough to play P3P in my living room without needing to squint at the now kinda blurry PS2 graphics. And as for Persona 4 Golden, well, I haven't actually played it before. I don't have a PS Vita, and you know my PC isn't good enough to properly run the Steam port, so this upcoming re-release is my best way to experience the definitive version of Persona 4. Both of these games get their re-releases on January 19th, and I am just counting down the days. Next up, we have Like a Dragon Ishin. Now, to be completely honest, this game means more to my partner than to me, since I haven't actually played any of the Yakuza / Like a Dragon games. But I have watched my partner play through a bunch of them, and I've grown pretty fond of the series as a whole. So the announcement that they were remaking Ishin and finally giving it an official release in the West, yeah, definitely excited about that. I mean, it's a Yakuza game set in the late Edo period involving samurai, who are historically kinda the precursors of the actual Yakuza, so I am really excited to see how the game goes. It scratches my itch for both Japanese culture and history, so yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. So February 21st can't come soon enough. Next, we have a Steam game that's got a tentative sometime in 2023 release date, Spirittea. It's a game about running a bathhouse and trying to solve the problems of all the spirits in the area. Turns out there's a lot of spirits with a lot of problems, stemming from humans ceasing their respectful worship of said spirits. So it's up to you to make things better. This game seems delightfully steeped in East Asian lore and practice, primarily Shinto from what I can tell, though I'm going to leave it at East Asian lore and practice because I don't know what else might be thrown into the mix, and that is just right up my alley. And hey, there's currently a demo up on Steam if that little description makes it sound like Spirittea would be enjoyable to you too. The more spirits we please, the better the world will be after all. Next up, Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Holy crap. Holy freaking crap, friends, you have no idea how much both my partner and I are hyped for this game. Fatal Frame is a series that has meant so much to both of us since playing the first game back in the early 2000s on the PS2. We played Fatal Frame 1, Fatal Frame 2, Fatal Frame 3, Fatal Frame 5. Yeah, did you notice a number missing there? That would be Fatal Frame 4, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. That one got skipped in the West. See, the original, which was on the Nintendo Wii, had a game-breaking bug. The story goes that the publisher was willing to go ahead with the English translation and localization if the developers agreed to fix the bug. The developer said they wouldn't fix the bug unless the English release was guaranteed. And so with that stalemate, we missed out on the fourth Fatal Frame game. Well, we missed out on it officially. Because yes, we are absolutely obsessed enough with this series that we imported a copy and modded our Wii so we could play it with the unofficial English language translation that a group of fans worked on. Yeah, not kidding when I said this series means a lot to us. But now, as of March 9th, we are getting an official English version of the game. Our collection of English mainline games will finally be complete, and we are ridiculously happy about that. Roots of Pacha is a Steam game that's scheduled to release on April 25th, and is a farming, exploration, life sim game, and if you followed my channel for any length of time, you know how much I love games in that genre. Roots of Pacha goes an interesting step further though, and sets the whole thing in a prehistoric fantasy setting, so yes, you're running a little farm and exploring cool new locations, and crafting useful new items and decorating your home, and also there's mammoths! And apparently multiplayer. Magic and multiplayer and mammoths, oh my. Cassette Beast is scheduled for a release at some point in 2023, with no final release date set yet on Steam as of yet. It's another monster catching game, which I love about as much as life sim games, only the gimmick in this one is that you use retro music cassettes to transform and summon monsters to use in turn-based battle. I mean, look, I am a child of the 90s, music cassettes were a huge part of my youth until I was able to burn my own music CDs, and things like mixtapes were just something that we all experienced back then. So it is cool to see that very nostalgic gimmick be used for a monster catching game. Throw in the ability to fuse monsters into cool new forms, and yeah, I am probably going to lose entire weeks of my life to that game without regretting a moment of it. Really excited to see this one shine. Folks, does a psychological horror RPG hybrid sound good to you? Then you need to check out They Speak from the Abyss. Drawing inspiration from games like Shin Megami Tensei, this creepy pixel art game looks like it will be an absolute nightmare to play, and I mean that in the best possible way. Wander through a twisted hellscape dealing with literal and figurative demons, body horror, and some heavy themes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Compared to most other titles on this list, They Speak from the Abyss seems like quite the outlier. And maybe it is. But I do love me some good horror RPGs, and this one's been on my radar for some time now. I am really excited to play it. They Speak from the Abyss has a planned release date of sometime in 2023, and believe me, this is one I will absolutely be checking out as soon as I can. At some point next year, the remasters of both Suikoden 1 and 2 are planned for release, and while I am beyond excited for these games, the Suikoden series needs way more recognition and love. As of the time of this recording, the release date hasn't been announced with any more detail than sometime in 2023. And frankly, I kind of expect that to be pushed back to sometime in 2024, because that's just how video game release dates work at this point. So this one's more of an honorable mention game because it may come out in 2023, or it may not. Either way, after loving the hell out of the original PlayStation releases of both games, I'm keeping this 2-pack of HD remasters in my sights, and I am not missing out on them. And then, of course, while I was writing this script, people found strong evidence of the pixel remasters of the first 6 Final Fantasy games are coming to console. Holy shit. Holy shit! I think that Square Enix is deliberately trying to make me even more broke than I already am, because how am I supposed to afford all these amazing games? I absolutely want to buy these for my PS4, as that would mean that single system would have copies of Final Fantasies 1 through 10, 12, and 15. Like, that's a lot of Final Fantasies. Yes, please. I am sure there are a lot of people looking at this list and going, but Potato Witch, I'm pretty sure you should be looking forward to this game or that game and they weren't on the list. Well, yeah, there are a crap ton of games coming out in 2023 that I would no doubt enjoy, but a number of them are ones that I kinda had to skip over when making this list. There are a load of games releasing for the Switch that look absolutely amazing, and I would no doubt have a blast playing, but I don't have a Switch. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be out on June 22nd, but it's coming to the PS5, and I don't have one of those either. So some titles had to be eliminated before they even really had a chance, unfortunately. If I had the systems to play them on, yeah, this list would be about 3 times as long if I just had a Switch, let alone a PS5. But them's the breaks. I'm limiting my hype to only the games I know I'll actually be able to play, rather than getting irritated over the ones I know I can't. 'Tis what 'tis, I'm afraid. And that's the list. Let me know if any of the games I mentioned are games you're also really excited about. And also feel free to let me know about any games you think I'd enjoy that are hitting the PS4 and Steam, and I will be more than happy to take a look at them and see what I think. Because clearly I don't have enough games to occupy my time with. But that's all for now, so until next time friends, stay safe and happy gaming.